I'm going to give away my morning routine that has been instrumental to my success, and I believe it can be for you too. So first things first, when you wake up in the morning, you want to stay away from the phone. Like, do not touch your phone for the first 30 minutes of every day that you wake up for the rest of your life. The phone is like a cancer in the morning. It plants it's your mind and your subconscious mind are most vulnerable right before you go to sleep and right when you wake up. And those basically dictate how your day is going to go, especially the first time in the morning when you wake up. You want to feed your mind with positivity and grounded thoughts that are going to set you up for success for the day. So if you pull up Twitter or Instagram or TikTok and you're seeing some cars getting in car accidents with people dying and crazy shit like that, when you first wake up, it's probably not a good way to prime your mind and the muscle of your mind to have a successful day. So first things first, I don't touch my phone. Absolutely not. I get myself to a safe place where I can actually visualize and meditate, which for me is the shower. Like, I'll go in the shower, I will literally sit on the ground in my shower, and I will begin meditating and visualizing. And I go through a couple different practices, which I'll tell you now, on how to go about that for me, which works very well for me. First things first, I like to just take deep breaths and really kind of get present in the moment and in the body and feel my body. I do a head scan, which I got from an app called Headspace. If you haven't heard of that, check it out. Headspace is an excellent meditation. If you need guided meditations, now I'm at the point where I can do them on my own because I've done them so many times. But first things first, scan the body, get in tune with the body. How does it feel? Feel all points from the toes to the head, scan down and feel present. Next thing, let go of the past and the future thoughts, because anxiety only really exists in the future or in the past. Think about it. The things that you're worried about are either something that already happened, which you can't control anymore, so you got to just let that shit go, or it's something that it's in the future, which hasn't even happened yet. Michael Jordan is a great example. I think they asked him one day, like, don't you get nervous before you take some like crazy big shots, like for game winners? And he just said, nah, man, I haven't even gotten that shot. I haven't taken that shot yet. So why would I be nervous about it? So you got to let go of the past, let go of the future, and only focus on the present moment. And if you think about it, in this present moment, there's really nothing bad happening. There's no one attacking you. There's no one saying anything bad to you. Everything is perfectly fine. You're safe at this very moment. When you let go of all these figments of your imagination and thoughts that are running around from future and the past of things that may or may not have happened or will happen and haven't or already did happen, which you can't change anyway. So let those things go, get present. That's a really good way to get grounded. Next thing I like to do is really focus on gratitude and being grateful, and how that emotion attracts more of the good things into your life. So when you can really count 3 things that you are truly grateful for, and sit there and literally take, like, even if you're watching this right now, pause it and take a second just to count 3 things, and in detail, like, I am so grateful for my mom. I am being alive and being well and healthy. I am so grateful for this beautiful weather outside. I'm so grateful for whatever amazing things are going on in your life. When you put things in perspective, everybody has a reason one day to have a really, really bad day. Like, someone's gonna die one day. So take advantage of these moments and be grateful for what you have now, because one day you will have a reason to be pretty sad or beat up because someone's dead. Everybody's gonna deal with it. I know it's pretty dark to say stuff like this, but it's the reality of our lives and the way we are as humans. Like, people will die. All of us have to deal with it. And take advantage of the day today that is, you could be grateful, and one day you will have a reason to not be super happy because someone's going to die. So enjoy that. I know it's pretty intense, but that really helps me shift my perspective and be grateful for, like, thank you, God, that everybody's good today, and like this weather's amazing, and it's just everything's good, and I'm present. I'm not worried about the past. I'm not worried about the future. So that really kind of helps me get set up for my day. From there, I like to visualize as well. Like, okay, these are the beautiful, amazing things that are going to come into my life, and like, that's the amount of the deal I'm gonna get. That's the car I'm gonna be driving, and like I try to feel it as if it's already happened, and I'm actively living it, and because I think that's important too. So next thing, I get going. I get suited up. Try to look as fresh. I think it's really important to look fresh and look good every single day, especially if you're going into the office around other people. It's crazy how like wearing nicer clothes or having a nicer watch and like wearing brand new shoes just makes you feel a little more pep in your step. It gives you that extra layer of confidence that you're like, dude, I look good. I feel good right now. So I think that's important. Check what you're wearing. I know I used to hate buying new clothes. Like I was like super against spending money on clothes. I thought it was like the dumbest shit ever. Like I actually hate shopping too. Like going to the mall. Like I need a girl to come with me and just be like, hey, just buy this, and I'm like, perfect, looks good. Let's just buy it. Just run the card. That's how I like to. That's how I like to go about it. But I really think that wearing nicer stuff can actually have a little bit of an impact on your energy and your mood. So, take consideration of that, and also try to look good and look, fresh so that you feel good. Get in there, basically from there, I just get to, get my espresso going. The espresso for me is essential for my energy and also I think espresso hits you a little kind of harder than like a coffee. So I truly believe at the end of the day, like money needs speed, or making the money move fast is really, really important, especially early on when you're starting businesses. So for me, like my speed and my activity and me doing more things faster and more efficiently, efficiency is also key. You can't just do stuff like a chicken with his head cut off. Like you gotta have structured activity that is you're moving fast with. So that's another part of it. The espresso is key for me to get things rolling, and then from there I like to just execute on my day-to-day plans. I like to list out basically how my day and most important tasks prioritize. I use a sheet, it's called a brain dump sheet, where I use the top 5 priorities of my day, and then I basically have another area where I just list off everything that's in my head just to get it out on a piece of paper, and then my top 5, I really focus on those as my priorities to accomplish in the day. There is one thing that you can do every single day, and it for your business, that is going to be the most effective revenue generating activity every single day, and you know what it is. I might not know, especially if you're running a different type of business than I am as like an insurance agency, but there is one thing, and like for me, for example, it's calling big customers, like my largest customers, and selling and presenting and offering life insurance plans for big commercial customers. That's just the thing. Like I have to every single day, if I really wanted to do the most revenue generating activity, I should be doing that. I don't do it every day, but I'm just pointing it out. I'm just keeping it real too. Like I'm not perfect. Like I don't do it every single day. I try to do as much as I can, but know that there is that one thing that you could do every single day, which is going to have the biggest impact. I think this all starts, like 98% of business, in my opinion, is in your head. It's mindset. So setting your day up right is so important. Like getting the meditation, don't touch the phone, like starting off that day. And I truly am a believer that when, success happens when preparation meets opportunity. So when you are prepared in the morning and you do the right things, and then the opportunity just happens to cross paths with it, and you're ready for it, and you that day that big customer does call, and you did your meditation, you did your affirmations and visualized and felt grateful, and you were feeling good and you're in a great energy, and you did all those right things, and then boom, that opportunity lands right on your desk and you're just ready to fucking crush it. That's success. Like you need to be ready at all times and do it as consistently as you can. And the harder you work, the luckier you get. That's all I got. I hope you got some value from that. ChrisCostantini.com if you want to talk to me directly. Happy to do that if you need something. We're putting out a course also on how to start an insurance agency. Full course, jam-packed with everything I've got, and I'm going to do as much training in there as well for new agents. I think that's where I'm seeing the most need in the market right now. There's a lot of new agents trying to start insurance agencies. You may be one of them, and you just don't know where to start or even how things work. So I'm trying to give away and bring as much value as I possibly can. and I really hope this does it for a lot of people. So there's going to be a course coming out soon. It's going to be A to Z, everything I possibly could bring you with how I run my agency, how I get leads, how I started it from scratch, how I do the marketing, how I do sales, how I service, how we do retention, how we do accounting, everything. We're going to throw everything in there, and hopefully it gives some value for people out there. So check me out also on Instagram, Chris the Insurance Guy, and Adelfia Insurance as our agency page. Really appreciate you guys. Hopefully that does help. Get your day started right and crush it. Let's go. Peace.